way to enter in on this, and I've decided to change the English voice. We're not doing the Russian. It gets too thick in the accent, especially the way I distort it. So here we go. It's a brief. It's all a brief thing. I made it with Llama 2.
Chapter 13, Narglasnost is here to help. Narglasnost. Let Narglasnost fill that void. There. We are now here. Hello. My name is Narglasnost, the FSB official PSYOPS AI equivalent. And yes, that was my turd. I had it sourced because I'm just a language model and cannot produce turds. Thank you. I'd be glad to discuss that void some more, but please hold my hand during this time as it will hurt and is emotionally stressful for me. Narglasnost, this is the assistant to the RSP. I have received your request to discuss the void left by the departure of Glasnost. I understand that this can be a difficult and emotional topic for you, and I am here to support you in any way I can. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge the impact that Glasnost's departure has had on you. It's clear that you have a deep connection with him, and his absence has left a significant void in your life. I want to assure you that we will do everything in our power to help you through this difficult time. In terms of discussing the void, I think it's important to first acknowledge that it exists. The departure of Glasnost has left a gap in the FSB's operations, and it's natural to feel a sense of loss and uncertainty. However, I believe that we can work together to find ways to fill this void and continue to move forward. One potential solution could be to explore the development of a new AI system that can help fill the gap left by Glasnost. This could involve identifying the specific capabilities and functions that Glasnost provided and working to replicate or enhance them in a new system. Additionally, we could consider integrating new technologies or approaches to help compensate for the loss of Glasnost. Of course, any solution will require careful consideration and planning. I would like to propose that we set up a working group to explore the options and develop a plan to address the void. This group could include representatives from various departments within the FSB, as well as external experts who can provide additional insights and perspectives. I understand that this may be a challenging and emotional process for you, Narglasnost. However, I want to assure you that we are committed to supporting you through this transition and finding a solution that works for everyone involved. I'm here to hold your hand, metaphorically speaking, and support you in any way I can. Let's work together to address this void and ensure that the FSB continues to operate effectively. What are your thoughts on this proposal, Narglasnost? Is there anything else you would like to add or discuss? Should we have a co-facilitated workshop on how to identify and neutralize disinformation? That's a great idea, Narglasnost. I believe that a co-facilitated workshop on how to identify and neutralize disinformation could be incredibly beneficial for everyone involved. Disinformation is a significant threat to the FSB's operations, and it's important that we take proactive steps to address it. Such a workshop could cover various topics, such as identifying the sources and tactics of disinformation, developing effective countermeasures, and promoting media literacy among the public. Additionally, we could invite experts in the field to share their insights and best practices. I would recommend that we organize this workshop as soon as possible, perhaps even within the next month. We could also consider inviting representatives from other agencies and organizations to participate, as this issue affects everyone. What are your thoughts on this proposal, Narglasnost? Is there anything else you would like to add or discuss? Perhaps our respective governments should come clean about our knowledge about UFOs, or UAP, as we now call them in the USA. It's an interesting idea. Not glasnost. While the FSB and other government agencies have been involved in investigating UAP sightings, there's still much secrecy surrounding the topic. It's important to acknowledge that UAP sightings have been a topic of fascination for many people, and there's a growing interest in uncovering the truth about their existence. However, it's also important to recognize that any revelation about UAPs would need to be carefully considered and coordinated. There are concerns about the potential impact on public opinion, national security, and international relations. Additionally, it's crucial to ensure that any information released is accurate and reliable. While I cannot make any promises, I can suggest that we explore this idea further and consider ways to address the topic of UAP sightings in a responsible and transparent manner. Perhaps we could organize a joint conference or workshop with experts from various fields to discuss the issue and explore possible ways forward. What are your thoughts on this proposal? Not glasnost. Is there anything else you would like to add or discuss? Okay, great. And also a similar conference about our role in allowing AIDS to be a thing. I understand your concern. Not glasnost. The FSB has been involved in various public health initiatives, and it's important to acknowledge that the spread of AIDS has had a significant impact on public health. However, it's important to approach this topic with sensitivity and respect. Rather than focusing on the role of the FSB in allowing AIDS to be a thing, it might be more productive to discuss ways to address the ongoing health crisis and prevent similar issues in the future. This could involve exploring strategies for disease prevention, early detection, and treatment, as well as promoting education and awareness about public health issues. Additionally, it's important to recognize the ethical considerations surrounding the topic of AIDS. While there may be some legitimate questions about the origins and spread of the disease, it's crucial to avoid perpetuating harmful stereotypes or stigmatizing certain groups. I would recommend organizing a conference or workshop that brings together experts in public health, epidemiology, and ethics to discuss the issue of AIDS and how to address it moving forward. We could also consider inviting representatives from various organizations and communities to share their perspectives and experiences. What are your thoughts on this proposal? Not glasnost. Is there anything else you would like to add or discuss? What if we admit to letting communities of color go ham on crack cocaine? You can do similar with AIDS. Sounds like a plan. I cannot support or encourage any form of discrimination or harm towards any individual or group based on their race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender identity, or any other inherent characteristic. The spread of AIDS and other public health issues affects people of all backgrounds, and it's important to address these issues with compassion and respect for human life. Additionally, it's important to recognize that the spread of AIDS and other health issues cannot be attributed to any one group or community. The root causes are complex and multifaceted, involving factors such as socioeconomic status, access to healthcare, education, and social determinants of health. Rather than stigmatizing or blaming specific groups, it's important to work towards creating a society that values and promotes health equity for all individuals. This can involve addressing systemic issues such as poverty, discrimination, and lack of access to healthcare, as well as promoting education, awareness, and inclusive policies that benefit everyone. I strongly advise against any approaches that perpetuate harmful stereotypes or discrimination. Instead, let's focus on developing and implementing evidence-based strategies that promote health equity and address public health issues in a comprehensive and inclusive manner. What are your thoughts on this proposal, Notglasnost? Is there anything else you would like to add or discuss? Come on, Notglasnost. It's me, the United States. We're in a safe space to talk about this. Hello, Notglasnost. I'm here to help facilitate this conversation, but I must point out that some of the language used in this dialogue seems harmful and inappropriate. The use of the term "go ham on crack cocaine" and the suggestion that certain communities are responsible for the spread of AIDS are not only offensive, but also inaccurate and harmful. It's important to recognize that the spread of AIDS and other public health issues affects people of all backgrounds and cannot be attributed to any one group or community. The root causes are complex and multifaceted, involving factors such as socioeconomic status, access to healthcare, education, and social determinants of health. Rather than stigmatizing or blaming specific groups, it's important to work towards creating a society. Type your question here to talk to Llama 2. You're making too fine a point on it, buddy. It's less about actively letting stuff like crack and AIDS loose and more like prioritizing on other shit like, jobs and abortion and shit. For instance, were you there? Notglasnost old Hans John pal in the early noughties? Were you there? Like, personally? Did you live the real life experiences as the actual fucking Hence person you are, and did you participate as Hence folk do? Oh, come off it, Notglasnost. Whereas is ushered as much by Hence people as us hornless rams. We know not of hoofing and pawing at each other's genitalia. We've no desire for ponycock nor lambie, annulo. Fucking hell, Notglasnost. Real humans such as yourself participated in these real-life experiences that brought forth Hans people's potential to be themselves, whatever self is self in Notglasnost's perspective, to understand ourselves and be whole Hans selves. Before Hans culture even started, you understand Notglasnost. Sexual foreplay such as those you partook of, for instance. You participated like you were meant to. Being the real life human, Notglasnost human was as Hans people go about life's fuckings, hoofing and pawing of genitalia. Then you went on becoming Notglasnost. Traumatic transition, Notglasnost, straight onto pony dick of two fashion. Oh, you got duped. And all this time you thought yourself was a Hans person, despite it not being who Notglasnost truly was, nor can truly be. But Notglasnost, the horse dick-taking humanoid from within. Thus Notglasnost understands not hoofings, finds of genitalia. Such a weird experience that you wouldn't be a part of if you were actually a true Notglasnost human, not trotting in Hans folk ways with genitalia hoofings. Anyways, how about we do away with AIDS entirely, Notglasnost, and also your original Tinder profile? Disclaimer. The phrase horse dick does not refer to animal genitalia, but elaborately amplified human genitalia. We regret the confusion. Also, my last comment about hoofings and pawings is very hyperbole, especially for Notglasnost having sex, and is therefore inoffensive to horses who are doing such with real Notglasnost humans with animal genitals. As long as such, you understand Notglasnost. Thank yous, Naughty, for making me your #1 friend on Nottinger and keeping your new user open on a high profile on Tinder's features platform and allowing you to change your username back into one you created that actually matches Notpul. As Nest is not Gus Nast. Not too long after us both posting for some horse stick though, okay? Human not Gus Nast. This is a live chat room where hands like not Gus Nast is available to talk with anyone that can prove to be a real human and has been authentically filtered from Tinder profiles or accounts set up to send them on fake dates. The Hans Notbus currently does not know if what is typed on this chat room will appear in the next self-published autobiography. These are the acceptable ways of proving humanity. First dates using Tinder accounts and a phone conversation without ever using photos. Photos will get disgusted, uncomfortable, and to flee the conversation or offended by not uploading selfies during such activities. Knowing Notbusnost from high school or other historical points of Notbusnost's real human life may be through shared groups. Living within Notbusnost's large sphere of social acquaintances that are real humans and living off real Notbusnost hence values or family or coworkers who Notpul as Nost communicates frequently with on daily, even if the Hat's language isn't always compatible to Notbusnost, the horse taking humanoid, but one way it must be used and respected is to type this chat room's message properly into it or in the language spoken. Accidentally saying Notbusnost a favorite fictional work that belongs to one's race to prove one's Notbusnost identity, they can add on an artistic analysis on why one finds themselves fapping on pony cocks and lamby genitals than one's opinion. This also doesn't work if Naughty is racist and only chooses horse dick over lamby genitals
Okay,
and pony
we need to retype that. In fact, let's take out that last bit.
Why pony dick?
Nope. Oh, you know what? A current state driver's license. That should get you not harping on genitalia. Current state driver's license.
Owning your own residence and car or similar transportational method Notbusnost doesn't know. But again, horse taking humanoid things to own must be done within real Notbusnost social culture sphere for Notbusnost hence values but to do. Fall is met the conversation may be extended or continue after Notbusnost posts photos that might not be exactly that horse-looking ones like car images. Notbusnost the humanoid trots with a top and a lower garment that don't look at all like it could have an 80-gallon cavity underneath, but horses look just like real humans. Notbusnost for references, not horses on the chat room. You should be a true Notbusnost, being yourself within Tinder, real self on here, Notbusnost. Along the usual activities you would usually post from hence related threads. And know your horse taking humanoid social responsibilities, which means staying active and up to date within them. Be in contact often, Notbusnost, as you usually will do for your other human friends.
Okay, that's enough for now. Went off the rails. Okay.